Hello, Spans or sports fans, and welcome to Sports. I'm your host, Nick Youngers. Today we're going to be talking about sports. Well, Kobe just won an Oscar last week, so it's only fitting that we talk basketball. And, with a month left in the season, the contending teams are the ones we expected. Golden State, Cleveland, Houston, Boston. But did anyone expect Toronto to be the best team in the East? I mean, we expected them to be good, but better than the Cavs or Celtics? Oh, Canada! Hey, if they keep playing at the high level they are now, who knows? They could be the team to make the finals and lose to the Warriors. Now, I still think it's going to be round 4 with the Cavs, mostly because I like the title Cavs Warriors. But if it comes down to the Raptors and the Celtics, well, I'm Kyle Downery with Toronto. One team that I've been disappointed with this season is the Bucks. And I'm not just saying that because they're my favorite team, but I think a lot of people had really high hopes for them. I don't think many expected them to win it all, but there's too much talent on this team for them to be the last team to make the playoffs, which is where they're sitting right now. Maybe it was Jason Kidd who doomed them to their slow start, but Joe Prunty hasn't fared much better, as they've still been inconsistent and right around 500 with him. With Giannis, K-Mid, Bledsoe, a healthy Jabari, and a strong supporting cast, this team should be in the top 4 in the East, not barely making it into the playoffs. Maybe all they need is to find the right coach to pull the talent from these young players. Does anyone have Phil Jackson on the line? Yeah, just don't give him any front office power. We want these guys to stay in Milwaukee. Lastly, I want to address some of the points that I made in my last basketball video, starting with Blake Griffin and the Pistons, who are on the outside looking in. Meanwhile, the Clippers have actually improved since saying bye-bye, Blake. Which I'm not sure what that says about the relationship between Blake and the Clips, but does look like one of them is doing much better after getting out of that toxic relationship. And here's the thing, though. The Pistons aren't worse with Blake Griffin. They're just not a good team overall. Maybe Detroit is trying to play the long game, hoping this trade will pay dividends after a year or two. But right now, it's not looking too fantastic for them. Meanwhile, the West is still a 2-team race. It's Houston and Golden State, and then Portland, and then everyone else. Which isn't to say anything bad about the other teams. It's just saying about how fantastic the Rockets and Warriors have been playing. People are saying James Harden is going to win the MVP and that the Rockets are going to overtake the Warriors. And while they're probably right about Harden, slow your roll. Yes, James Harden and Chris Paul are the best duo in basketball right now. But playoff experience is important. And the only experience those two have lately is losing. Paul never made it out of the second round with LA, and since coming to Houston, the only noise Harden has made in the playoffs was when he made the 2015 Conference Finals, where the Rockets were embarrassed by Steph and the Warriors. Sorry, Houston. Maybe next year, but I just see history repeating itself. And I'm not just saying that because I'm jealous of James Harden's beard. I wouldn't want it to look like that even if I could grow facial hair. All right, Spans. Thanks for tuning in. This week's sports inquiry is, who do you see making the NBA Finals this year? Let me know down in the comments, and feel free to criticize me on social media. And also be sure to like this video and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Channel 804 and Welcome to Sports. I'm Nick Youngers, and always remember, have a nice day, and go Brewers. That's not funny, that's just annoying. It's hard to do.
Is that Welcome to Sports' tagline? It's not funny, it's just annoying.
Boom roasted.